Nutritionist in Toronto. You and I share the same passions for health and well-being, and I think that I would be a fantastic asset to your show. One of the things that I do is I offer life coaching. I've also created a thing called Nutrizone, where I actually go into people's houses and teach them how to eat, how to shop, and go through the cupboards, refrigerators, take them grocery shopping, and actually help them create proper meals. Because we all know that there are 5 new food groups today available for people, and they're frozen, they're fast, they're fried, they're junk, and they're processed. So I try to explain to people what are the effects of these kinds of foods, how they affect the bowels, your energy, and your well-being.
Part 2, hormones and healthy diets with the lovely Jane Durst Pulkys, here to tell us what we should be eating. Earlier on, you told us what were the no-nos.
Exactly.
This is the definite fill up on.
These are the great foods. So let's start over here with this tray here. We have some broccoli, we have some cauliflower, we have some kale. These specific foods help to detoxify the excess estrogens that the body gets from these plastics and these xenoestrogens. So these are fantastic foods to eat all the time.
Raw or cooked or steamed? What do you think?
You know, your diet really should be 50 to 60% raw. I know that sounds pretty high, but the more raw foods you can have, the better your liver is going to be able to work to detoxify these substances.
So what do you do to make them more palatable? Because these are really fibrous when they're raw.
You could do stir fries, or you could just slightly steam them and then use a dip with that too.
And just pour some olive oil on top.
Yeah, absolutely.
Now you recommend this as a beverage, green tea.
Green tea is one of those foods that also helps to get rid of excess estrogen out of your system as well.
Okay, that's great. Now we have an example of what you should be eating on a daily basis that's super healthy for you, whether you're going through perimenopause, menopause, or just in general. We begin with breakfast, which is?
I have some organic oatmeal prepared here with some raspberries on top of it, and the oatmeal, of course, it has a lot of fiber in it, so it's going to pull these toxins out of our system.
Okay.
For lunch, this is one of my favorite things of all foods. This is quinoa, otherwise known as quinoa. It's easy to prepare. It's just mixed up with olive oil, vegetables, and you can have this. It's an extremely satisfying meal, and it has all 8 essential amino acids, which means that you're going to get a lot of protein from that.
How do you feel about canned beans? Are you okay with that?
Yeah, you can rinse them. Just get rid of the excess salt. Yeah, sometimes life is too busy, so yeah,
okay,
let's
good.
be realistic.
And then for dinner?
For dinner, we have some organic green beans, some chicken that it's free range and hormone antibiotic free, and the green beans also help to detoxify excess estrogen out of your system. Onions, of course, are one of those great vegetables that just provide so many of these nutrients to facilitate these ability to get rid of the estrogen.
Okay, and then we're looking at a bowl of tons of fruit. We know that we should be eating a variety of fruits and vegetables. And in the front, you've got nuts, seeds.
Well, this is my absolute favorite food of all. This is flax seeds. If you grind flax seeds and put it onto your food, you could take a tablespoon of this a day. What it does, it has a lot of lignans, and these lignans help to remove excess estrogen out of your system. We also have some vitamin E, which balances out your estrogen. We have some nuts, we have some oats, and we have some hemp seed heart.
Fill up and remember to grind the flax seeds or else they flush through your system, and instead of using the sweeteners, use stevia. So for more information, creativehealth.ca. There's so much to get through.
Yes,
Thank you so
much.
It's wonderful.
Joining me now is Jane Durst Pulkys. She's a certified clinical holistic nutritionist, traveling the world, speaking and teaching to the principles of psychology of disease from a holistic perspective. Jane often speaks about alkalizing our bodies, detoxifying our bodies, purifying our emotions, and embracing universal truths. Jane, welcome back to the show.
Thank you so much.
Nice to have you here. But we are not in, biochemistry class
no,
here,
we're
right?
not.
People
No.
don't turn the channel. We're talking about your health and all about nutrition today,
exactly,
right?
Yeah.
Give us a quick brief on what we have in front of us.
Well, this is what they call live blood cell microscopy. So what I did was I just took a sample of someone's blood and we put it underneath the microscope. So we actually get to look at nutritional deficiencies, whether the person's hydrated, if they're going to suffer from liver stress, or if they're digesting their food. So it can tell us over 150 different aspects of one's health.
Excellent stuff. So what are you doing right now? I mean, the last time we spoke and we were on the show, you were in independent practice, but, you've changed, situations. Where are you?
I'm now working alongside 12 medical doctors
Phenomenal.
down in the Beaches in a place called Beaches Family Practice. It's a wonderful new way of treating people, because now I work alongside with the doctors, someone who has cholesterol. We try to manage it through diet first before they put them on medications. So everything from high cholesterol to diabetes to weight disorders, And it's working out fantastically, and people are really responding extremely well to it.
It's a comment to integrative healthcare, right? Out with the old, in terms of semantics, you know, alternative, and in with the new integrative, complementaries. That's great. That's wonderful. Are any of them your patients yet?
I've got 3 of them on my program, and all of them have lost between 5 and 15 pounds.
Excellent.
And they're all feeling much better. So
good. You get a lot of referrals from them, I imagine.
Yeah.
That's the way this has all got to be. Now, we don't have the fish bowls on the table yet. We should bring them up as soon as we can. But
the lighter the alcohol content, the less congeners, the less hangovers you're going to have.
Okay.
So you're better off having the white wine versus the red wine. You're better off having the vodka versus the rum. So the darker the colors, the more hangovers you're going to have.
And mixing is a problem too.
Mixing is always a problem. You should always stick with just one alcoholic beverage if you're going to do it. And of course, you want to start your evening with some food in your stomach. There's a less tendency to get a little bit tipsy by the end of the night.
My passion is to make people feel fantastic. I tell all my clients that you should wake up like a 10 and go to bed like a 10. I tell all my clients that what you do 80% of the time is what matters the most. I also tell my clients that, you know, you need to spend at least 10 to 15 minutes a day on the highest part of yourself, and whether that's just calming down, exercising, doing something so that they can feel better about themselves. I also believe that your psychology becomes your biology. I have spent countless days going to seminars around the world teaching people about health and well-being. I just recently was in Thailand this last year. This is where I did a whole seminar on how your psychology becomes your biology. People love it, they respond extremely well to it, and I see the magical things that happen after they start some of the protocols that I have given.